Uh, Hi, Tamás. Thank you for joining us in EcoAdvance. Can you please tell a few words about yourself?
Thank you very much for the invitation. My name is Tamás Gruber. I'm the Freshwater Program Manager of WWF Hungary. We are working on country level and on regional level and on the Danube River basin with restoration activities along our priority rivers. One of them is the River Danube, and we also work on policy and advocacy governance issues regarding the freshwaters and the living rivers.
Thank you. And can you tell us a few words about the project that is going to be the showcase of EcoAdvance?
Yes, this project is the Liberty Island Life project, which was one of the biggest restoration project of WWF Hungary, and it was implemented with a very good partnership with Hungarian partners, and this was successfully implemented already almost 10 years ago. This project site is close to the Croatian-Hungarian border along the Danube, and it is in a protected area of the Danube-Drava National Park. This side branch was almost totally cut off from the river previously before the project, and the main reason of this was that the Rockfield Dam has been built decades ago in the side branch, which unfortunately blocked the free flowing capacity of this side branch. The riverbed incision also in this stretch of the Danube is a serious problem, and this was the other reason that the side branch didn't receive enough water supply from the mainstream of the Danube, and from this reason sedimentation started in the side branch, and a lot of invasive species appeared very quickly and spread very quickly also in the side branch. But this was also a problem from a nature protection point of view on the island. And the human pressure was a small, not too heavy on this island, but due to that this Rockfield Dam, not only those visitors could step in the island who had permissions or who had enough knowledge how not to disturb the, for example, nesting bird species on the island. But during the project implementation, this Rockfield Dam was partly removed, and due to that, there is now any pressure from the human presence on the island, or only those go there who have permissions. And you can also see on this aerial photo that drinking water supply wells are close to this side branch outside the flood protection dike, and the water quality of this drinking water supply wells was proposed to be improved due to the reconnection of the side branch, and which indirectly improves the filtering capacity of the sedimentation downstream, the sediment downstream or in the groundwater levels.
Okay, so can we say that that was my intended question, that there were multiple motivations and as well as multiple benefits of this project?
Mm-hmm. Yes, it was a great opportunity for us, and then for the management bodies of this territory, since this is also a regulated stretch of the Danube, which means that no more similar islands or side benches can be developed nowadays, or there is a very narrow corridor among the flood protection dikes where the morphology of the river can be active. And due to that, as I told, the spreading of invasive species and disappearance of protected and ancient species is a huge risk. But by the reconnection and by the improvement of the reconnection of the side branches and improvement of the freshwater habitats, also among the flood protection dikes, can improve the status of them quite well. This table just shortly some information about the problems and the solutions. A very important point here is that the artificial removal of the sediment from the side bench is the only one solution once a side bench is cut off from the river. But by removing the sedimentation, gravel or some other sediments, gives a good chance to the free-flowing capacity of this of any of the side benches. And in this libertarian side branch, the partial removing of this cross dam in the side bench was quite important. The reason of that this dam was in the side bench is that the water supply tube was built just in the middle of this side bench, and during the project implementation, this drinking water supply tube was removed and was put beneath the side branch, which means that the longitudinal connectivity was solved. As I told you, it was a big partnership. From the NGO sector, WWF was the lead partner, but public bodies, the Water Management Directorate, Protected Area Management body, the National Park Directorate, the municipality of Mohács city, and the waterworks company were the partners of this project, and the private sector, the Coca-Cola Hungary, the Coca-Cola Foundation was also supporting partner in this project, which is very important because usually the private sector can be motivated to support such kind of restoration projects very hardly or difficulty. Here are also still some technical data. As you can see, this 160,000 cubic meter is quite a lot, volume of sediment, and it was a big deal that this sediment was removed and reloaded in the mainstream of the Danube, which is very important because otherwise there can be hardly find place where the removed sediment can be deposited. But since this is a this is a river stretch where the riverbed incision is a quite big problem, reloading of sediment in such stretches is not a problem and can also improve the mitigation of the riverbed incision. This was a quite challenging part of the project because the Danube is an international fairway on not only on this stretch but along the whole river stretch, and the navigation authorities had some critical questions whether the reconnection of the side branch and the reloading of the sediment in the fairway could not be disturb the fairway conditions. but the detailed technical plans justified that it is not a risk. So this restoration, this reconnection of the side bench doesn't have any adverse impact on the fairway conditions. And the improving of the water supply of the side branch can also or had also improving or had also positive impact on the water supply of the forests on the island, where 9 hectares of native or semi-natural forest have been planted during the 5-year implementation. It was a very good timing, let's say, timing of the project because relatively good flood waves came during the implementation, which gave very good capacity for this juvenile native species to grow. And due to that, it was very quickly in such conditions that the invasive species almost totally disappeared on some spots of the island. Here are some pictures about the works during the implementation. And what I still wanted to add is we had chance for monitoring the results not only during the project implementation, but after the implementation finished, which was as usually almost at the end of the project. But after the project finished, we had chance for monitoring for a shorter and longer period the results, and this data about fish species and about the forest conditions justified the positive impacts of the restoration. We also did hydromorphological monitoring in the side bench one time, and then one of the conclusions were that the sedimentation on some stretches of the side bench is still quite heavy, and but that's why we are looking for all the significant flood events on this this Danube stretch, because now the reopened side branch can get a lot of water during the and very big water discharge during high water periods, and this is the only one natural phenomena which can fully remove the sediment from the side branch and can make alive again the whole river stretch. This was also a project where the ecosystem services were somehow investigated, but not in full details. But due to the restoration, now, as I told you, the intensive monitoring was a very good result, and the local kayak and water sport associations can now freely get there and can use this side bench as a proper site for them for training. And just some area photos from the past. You could see that before building this dam, the side bench was quite well connected to the main stretch. After it was built, and before the project was implemented, the sedimentation was quite heavy, and just after the removal of the sediment and partial reopening of the dam during proper water discharge periods, there is water in the reconnected side bench. We also get the opportunity to communicate the results of the project also for the layman and for professionals. We communicated it on many conferences, workshops, and after the project finished, we would like to use this as a case study in many other projects, like, for example, the Merlin project, which is a Europe-wide project focusing also on the reconnection capacity of side branches and restoration of large rivers all over Europe. So the results are very spectacular, but the very long, low water periods are still a difficulty. But by improving the meandering capacity of rivers, also the mean and high waters can improve the quality, the hydromorphological and ecological quality of the side branches like this one along the river. So this was a short presentation of this Liberty Island Life project.
Thank you very much. This is really very spectacular. Can you highlight a challenge that was maybe really difficult and you managed to overcome it? And how did you do that?
Of course, a very big challenge was to motivate the partners and invite them to work on such a project. This is always a challenge because if there is no one or two main problems what the partners would like to solve together, and if they don't see that they need to work together to solve this problem, so without this motivation, such kind of projects can't be managed. But here, the waterworks company had the motivation to improve the water wells quality. The water management body also wanted to improve the free-flowing capacity of this side branch. The protected area management body had the motivation to improve the general conditions of the island and improving the water supply of the side arm. And for us, for the NGO sector, to be a driver behind this cooperation was really a big added value. So this is always a challenge, and also the capacities from the partners are so big capacities are required, but during this project, all the partners put proper efforts in the implementation.
I see. I think NGOs are maybe one of the best possible partners for such bridge role. Something that you, as you just told, did very well. Can you formulate a message to others who are planning to implement similar projects in the future?
Mm-hmm. Yes, which can be a take-home message is that
especially
at this stretches of the Danube and also on other rivers of big rivers of Hungary along Drava or along Tisa, the restoration potential is quite big. So we couldn't lose the momentum to restore these very species habitats, even if on some stretches the floodplain is very narrow. There are still quite nice oxbows or side branches where the water supply could be somehow improved during the upcoming years, upcoming decades. And another point is that the reconnecting of these habitats doesn't only improve the ecological and hydromorphological status, but provide a lot of services for the local communities. For example, for tourists, for local tourists, for bird watching activities, but also for those people who simply didn't have a chance to visit such very nice places, and also almost don't know anything about for example, drinking water supply capacity of these stretches, especially along the Hungarian Danube. So we need to know that the restoration also provides a lot of chance for improving the quality of the ecosystem services, which provides a lot of added value for the communities.
Thank you very much, Tamás, for showing us this beautiful example of freshwater restoration.
Thank you.